She Techie. So we started on our app YardiChat where we're going to create an iOS app that just has a chatbot. So it's a very simple project, but a lot of steps to it. So in the first couple of videos, what I did was I created the icon and I placed the icons in Xcode. Now I'm on to Firebase. So I just typed in firebase.com, and then I'm going to go to console, and then I'm going to choose a project, and my project is called YardiChat. Press continue, continue, select a file, create a new file, YardiChat, save it. I'm going to accept, create my project. Might take a few minutes. In the meantime, while this is updating, please make sure that you do have a Firebase account. It's free for you to upload, and it allows you to create your Firebase Firestore collection so that you can gather information within your app, authentication like um, email password if you want to set up with Facebook login, etc. So my project is starting. So I'm going to choose right here iOS. I'm going to give my app a name. And this name has to be the same name within your project. So if you go to your project here and right here where it says build identifier com dot, this is my app name. So this has to be the same name within Firebase. Okay. So you don't have to worry about this other stuff. Register. And then it's going to ask you to download the config file, which you need in order to pair Firebase with your actual file. So here, I'm just going to put it in here. All right, select next. You need this right here. We're going to apply all of our dependencies. So you're going to copy this. Next, this is the information you need for your main file to start the file. And this is how your app is going to start. Mine is actually going to start on, I could start it on the content view and have it navigate to the login view and use the content view as my splash screen, but I'm not sure yet because it's just going to be like something really quick and simple. I'm going to go to back to here. I'm going to go to build. I'm going to go to authentication and get started. And I'm going to use email and password. I'm going to enable it and press save. All right, so that's done. Then I'm going to go to Firebase database, and I am going to start on my collections. So this was Xcode, right? Create a database. I'm just going to use the default for now. I'm going to stay in production mode, but sometimes you might want to stay in test mode um, for like a quick setup. So we can start in test mode. And then it's going to allow me to start creating my collections. So I'm going to have several collections. I'm going to have the user, uh, conversations, um, contact contact requests, and I think in a couple of indexes. So we're going to go through that. So I'm going to say start collection. My collection ID is going to be users. I'm just going to have it this document ID. You can set one, but I can say my document ID is user ID. Or you can use the auto set, and then I'm going to have username, which is a string. Strings take quotes. So say John Doe, just to make things simple. I'm going to add a field and I'm going to say this is email. Email is also a string that takes quotes. So I'm going to say John Doe at example.com. All right. And then I'm going to have another one because the user is going to have a profile picture that they can display in their settings. And the profile picture is going to be also a string. So I'm going to say something like HTTPS. Um, and this is just something to have here, profile, because it's going to depend on your file name and things of that sort. So JPEG, make sure those quotes are there. All right. And then I'm going to have the ability to change um, either dark mode or light mode. All right. And this is going to be a boolean and I'm going to set it to false. Let's fix this. Okay. And then I'm going to have created at which date is going to keep monitoring a date, a timestamp, and whatever date you're in, you can just use that particular date. It's no issue. And then you're going to do this for all your collections. So my next collection is going to be conversation. And you can also use auto ID or say this is conversation ID. And it's just going to be user ID, and which is a string that takes quotes A, B, C, D, 2, 3, 4, and created at, which is also a string. No, it's a timestamp. Created at is a timestamp. Again, you're just going to choose your particular um, date that you're in, and then you're going to create the rest of your collections like this. And sometimes you need indexes and sometimes you don't. So for example, this conversation, it does need an index. So I'm going to go to like index, create an index. I'm going to name my index conversations. And then I'm going to have user ID, ascending, and then I'm going to have created at descending. And this is a collection. And I'm just going to say create collection. All right. So if you have any questions about this, please leave a comment down below. Hopefully you liked this and you found it useful. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.